My name is Sue Smith. I'm also known as Sold by Sue. I'm a real estate broker affiliated with Compass. I've been in the industry almost 36 years this year in Loudoun County. I know, so fun. And I'm a real estate broker, so I help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate.
Perfect. Now, how did you end up being in the real estate industry? Was that like the goal for you since you were a teen, or how did that come to be?
It was not a goal for me. The goal for me was to work with people. I enjoy people. I am a people person. I know people are like, you're not a people. I'm a people person. I love to work with people. What I found about real estate is I love the entire process. I love the beginning. I love the end. It's a happy transaction for the most part. And I especially love that my clients become my friends. So I have this huge extended family, both my colleagues, my clients. It's fun.
I love that. What advice would you like to give to anybody who's thinking about stepping their foot into the real estate industry right now? What would you like for them to know, or what advice would you give to them?
Jump in. If you enjoy real estate, or if you just enjoy business, working with people, if you love to learn, if you love to improve, and if you really want to enhance the quality of someone's life, which ultimately enhances your own life, jump in. But it is a learning ground. I would recommend that you join a team of professionals that you align with in your philosophies and the way you do business, and learn from the best. And that's really kind of a great way to start this industry, is don't go it alone. Join a great brokerage, a great team, and learn. Yeah. And don't expect too much, but give a lot.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And now I want to talk about marketing. How are you with that, and what are you doing to get your name out there, everything that you're doing for the community? How do you use your online presence?
I love marketing. I mean, my job as a real estate broker, real estate is representing clients, marketing their homes. That's a piece that I absolutely love. And I also have been a student of marketing and social media. So I actually joined Katie Lance. It's called Get Social Smart, and she is my teacher for everything social: LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So I continue to learn and grow and challenge myself and do some things that maybe are a little wacky, but I do it. I do that. I think you just have to get out there and be yourself. I am who I am. I like to be authentic. I don't like to follow the crowd. I never have. And I think you just have to learn and be yourself. And people come to you for who you are, not for who they think you are or who you think you should be. Be yourself. So
absolutely.
Continue learning.
I definitely resonate with that, like just being your authentic self and not putting a facade, because I feel like you'll eventually get tired, or you break that character and people are going to be like, whoa.
You can't do that. I mean, I think if you're not who you are, it comes out very clearly, and it comes out right up front, and I think people know that. So, and you want people to like you for who you are,
yes,
not for what they think you are. So just be yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you. Amen. When you started out, how have things changed so much? Like, as far as with, like, now we have like AI that's being introduced to help make things a little bit more, I guess, less time constraint wise. Tell me some things that have changed and what you think is like going in a good direction, or what you think maybe we should slow down on.
Oh my goodness, there's been so many changes. I don't know, I'm an advocate of change. I mean, if you think about what we do for a living, we help people make decisions based on change. So I have never been a fear of change, and boy, in the real estate industry, there's a ton of change all the time, whether it's contractual, whether it's rules and regulations. So you have to understand what change is in order to help others understand what the change is. And I tell realtors, if you're stuck, this is not your profession. You have got to be someone who is adaptable and who embraces change, because that is what we're asking our clients to do every single day. So we're an advocate of change. And so don't fear it, learn it, and grow from it.
Absolutely. Those are some wise words there. Thank you.
It's a reality of our life, right?
Absolutely.
Change. It's the only thing that's constant is change.
Have you ever had like any bumps or hurdles with change that was kind of growing pains or hard for you that you would like to share, just so people know, like, I'm sure there's like a lot, but one that stood out where you're like, you know what, I'm glad that happened, because I came out of this absolutely learning something that I know how to manage now.
Yeah, I learn every day. So I've been in this industry a long time, but I'm not there. I'm still climbing the mountain, and I love that part. Do I know a lot? Absolutely. Can I handle the tough stuff? Absolutely. Can I find a solution to a problem? Every time. So because I have a can-do, no-fear attitude, that's just kind of who I am. There's been a lot of changes. I have changed a lot. I've actually, in the early 90s, I started the real estate assistants and the teams. And I did that for about 15 years. And then I decided that that's not how I'm going to do things anymore. And I changed the way I do things. Wow. And we're at a really good place right now for endurance. So I look at what I do as a trained athlete. I have to go the distance. So I model my life, my physique, my nutrition, my health is all based on endurance and going the distance for myself, for my clients, and being the conductor of a transaction.
Yeah.
That's enduring. So that's kind of how I look at things. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we've had lumps and bumps and changed along the way, but every change we've made has been based on the past. Mm-hmm. And we've not replicated the problems, we've improved them. Yeah. So we're in a good place.
Love that. Have you ever thought about being like a public speaker, or maybe like I'm being serious.
A trainer? Yeah. You know what? Who knows what the future will bring? I actually love helping people live their best life. I truly do. I love helping people live their best life. I, in turn, live my best life because of that. So who knows what the future brings?
Yeah, I feel like you are so well seasoned and you have such a great personality. Aww. And the fact that you have like no fear to when it comes to a challenge, I think you would be like just so great for like new people coming in, or maybe people who are already in the industry and they are looking to learn more. I think you should maybe start like a little series on social media, or even in person, like get people together. I don't know. I just think you'd be sweet. Great at that.
Well, it's something I love, but I actually am doing what I love. I mean, there's so many things that all of us can do in our lives. There's a lot of things I can be doing more, but I'm doing exactly what I love to do. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm going to excel in.
Perfect. And for listeners who are tuned in, how do you hope to help any potential clients or the clients that you currently have right now?
Oh, I help them all. So we help people buy and sell real estate. So the land, the home, that is the tangible product. But there's so many other entities to the process of real estate. So I think my biggest, one of my largest qualities is, yes, my knowledge, but also my communication. Mm-hmm. I'm a communicator. I love to communicate. I love to communicate with people who like to communicate. I'm okay if you don't communicate. I have very good sense, very good business sense. So a lot of times I sense something is happening that no one else does. So these are, again, just inherent things, natural things, experience things.
Yes.
So that's really how I help my clients. I can be a hand holder if you need me to be. I can also be distanced. I really take what the client needs and I ask them. Mm-hmm. And I assimilate my entire being into what they need. That is the service product of real estate. It's not one size fits all. Every client has a different situation.
Yes.
We do probate, which is the end of life. Tough, especially if people don't have things in place. We do divorce. Tough. We do the first buyers, which is a learning process. We do the last buyers, and we do everything in between. So every single client, person, has a different need. They're at a different place, and we adapt to what that is.
Absolutely. Like you can cater to them based on what their needs are.
Definitely.
And like you said, I think it can be tough out there sometimes, especially like maybe if it were somebody like me stepping into like the real estate world, I wouldn't even know where to look. So I would definitely want somebody to help me and hand hold me through the way. So I'm glad that you are somebody who does that, because I know some people are just like, well, I explained it and like try to figure it out, or like that's all I can do for you. I'm sorry. But the fact that you say that you want to be there for your clients and it's an extended family, that just gives me very warm and welcoming feelings. And it makes me want to be like, go towards you and have someone like you to help me.
That's been the greatest joy, I have to say, are the relationships that I've made. And, the people like yourself that are first-time buyers, and then you buy your first home, and then 5 years later you call me because you're getting married, you buy another one, 5 years later you're having a baby, you need a bigger house. This is the cycle of life that real estate presents, and we're a part of that. So it's really fun.
Yeah. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself outside of the real estate world? Like, what do you like to do? How do you unwind? Do you have time because you're busy?
I do. Yeah, I have. I make really good time for myself. It's changed through the years because I started real estate with a newborn and a 2-year-old, and launching a career which I expected to launch in 5 years, it didn't. It launched pretty quickly. Those were harder years for my time, like me time when I was raising my kids. But I was the mother who sold the real estate, was the room mom, went to every sporting event, sponsored the teams. I loved all of it. So I'm at a different place now where it's just my husband and I. Everybody's married, have their own place, and we definitely have our own time. So I'm very much into fitness and staying healthy and fit. We're into nutrition.
You look great, so I believe that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I work out with some really amazing ladies and gentlemen that keep me fit. We are religious with our diet. Again, we prep to go the distance every single day. I do have downtime though. I love to garden. I love to swim.
Yeah.
I love to bike. I like to ride horses. I like everything outside. So yeah, I mean, we're active. We're very social.
Yeah.
So we just have a full life, a full fun life.
I love that. I have a little bit of a random question. It's kind of more like an inquisitive mind. I'm curious. You had mentioned your diet. How does that help you? Like, I know diet is such an important thing and it can affect so many things in the body, but personally for you, how has that helped you function with your job or in your life in general?
Yeah, I think that diet and exercise and sleep are the 3 important things that you have to really pay attention to. So my husband and I, he's an Ironman. He's also a realtor on our team, Charlie Rossi. So we're really into all of that. The diet, I think, is super important because the foods that you eat affect your abilities. So I don't eat big lunches. I eat a very small, maybe yogurt type of late breakfast, not even breakfast, lunch. Mm-hmm. But I'm a faster, so I don't eat anything between dinner, 6 o'clock at night, and 12 o'clock the next day.
That's impressive, I must say.
I've always been that way. And I have come to find that that's actually good for you to fast like that. I'll have a cup of coffee. That's like it. But we just are very sensitive to the food that we eat.
Yes.
We try to know, just healthy foods, small portions. We do treat ourselves occasionally, that kind of thing. But I don't know. It's a choice, You have to just choose the way you want to live. And again, it's just Charlie and me, so it's easier to temper our diets when you're not going down the middle aisles of the grocery. We're perimeter shoppers.
That's my danger zone there. I love it.
I stay out of the grocery. I don't like to grocery shop. So Charlie does the grocery shopping, and so it works out. And I do the cooking, so it works out well.
That's a good 50-50. I like that.
It works really well for us. So, and he eats what I cook, which is very minimal. And I'm a griller. I love to grill and I love to smoke. So I do all that stuff. So
gotcha. Love you. Thank you. Love you. Love that. But love you too. Oh my goodness.
Love you.
Thank you. Thanks for saying it back. No, thank you so much. And where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as a person and with your business, or where do you see your business going?
Yeah. So our business has transcended into a family business, and it's a boutique business. So everybody who has an enduring career, especially as an entrepreneur, real estate is an entrepreneurial business, you need to have an end plan. So not that I'm going anywhere, that is not my plan, but the reality is I've been doing this 36 years. I hope to be doing it 36 more, but there may come a time where I can't. And so my children, Brian Smith is a realtor on our team. He's awesome. This has been his breakout year. He's just amazing. He's going to do great if, God forbid, something happens to me. My daughter, Chrissy, equally the same. She owns a transaction management company. She is the life of our transactions. And so both of them have dedicated their life to this when I'm not here.
Wow.
So that's so cool. And I think for everybody who has been doing this and cares about their clients, have a plan, call Brian. Brian is actually helping people have their exit plan, so he'll be there if they need them. And so my plan is to really stay engaged. And because of that plan for me to keep going, when I could have retired 20 years ago, I didn't want to. I'm not going to. I'm going to keep going, because in this business, you can parlay the business with the life. So we're going to go.
Wow, I love that. And I love that you've given it some thought. And I love that it's in the
You have
family,
to.
because I'm sure some of your clients too would appreciate dealing with somebody who has the same knowledge, who they grew
Yes.
up with. And it's just having that connection, right? Like, oh, your mom sold me this house, Like, I don't know. I just think it's like you give what you receive, and it's a
agree.
beautiful thing.
Well, you'll be treated. They know they're going to get the treatment that they expect.
Yes.
So my kids have the very same business philosophy. We all do on our team.
Yes.
And that's really important to me. But the thing is if they want more, they can do whatever they want to do. I mean, this is a business where you can take it as far or as short as you want, and there's nothing stopping me. I mean, I look at, I want to grow, and I want to grow in some very strong ways. And so, yeah, there's no stopping. No stopping here.
Is there any other way that you want to grow your company? Like, any thoughts on to expand? Because I know you just said that you want to always keep growing. Maybe you could mean that in other ways, as opposed to just not even just geographically.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, if I expand, it will be business in a certain area, more business in a certain area. I am not interested in being a team leader to a large team. So no, I've done that already. And I actually have a whole different concept on that. The numbers aren't important to me. The quality of work and quality of clients are what's important to me. So we're not this team that have to do 200 transactions a year. That's not how we do business. We do business based on satisfaction of clients.
Yes.
So that is what's important to us. And so as long as our clients are satisfied and we're living a fulfilled life, we have met our goals. That's pretty much it. So I can certainly see myself moving maybe more into the training, a small boutique training where I can help people reach their full potential. I would love to do that at some point, very small, select group, but continue with real estate because I do get to work with the greatest people, and that's what keeps me going.
I love that. And that kind of goes back to when I said, I think you should like help others and like teach them. Like, I know it will be like a select group, but like helping and sharing your knowledge, I think you would gain so much joy from that. And just seeing everybody take your knowledge that you gain on your own experience and passing it on to them, and then watching them thrive in their own ways.
Yeah.
I just really do think in my mind that you would be so great for that.
Well, I shine a light very bright. So if you are willing to listen to what I have to say, I'm also, I'm a thinker. I'm a thinker, I'm a reader, I'm an observer. So I put all these things together to forge my path.
Yes.
But it's always based on doing the right thing. So I would never get into a situation that isn't the right thing for anyone. So my light is really bright, and I always say to my team, I say, follow the light. I'm shining it. You get to take the steps, but there's the light, and they take it, but they take it at their own pace. I've not found anyone really that can keep up with me yet. Even my husband, who's younger than me, I told him on our first date, I said, strap on the laces, you won't be able to keep up with me. Well, the guy had to become an Iron Man. And now I don't keep up with him in that one, and I don't want to. But he's done a pretty good job, I have to say, of,
he loves you, so he's like, I'm going to try my best because I want.
He does, he does. So it's funny. So no, but I never expected anybody to keep up with me. You just got to keep up with yourself.
You just got lucky.
You got to keep up with yourself.
Before you can keep up with me, babes.
Got to keep up with yourself. So, it's funny.
I love that. Is there anything that maybe I have not touched on that you would like to share on this podcast, since I have you here and I know time is important? So I would like to hand this platform over to you and maybe share something that I have not touched on.
Sure. Well, what I want to say is I want to thank just the entire real estate industry. So yes, here I am today, and thank you for you, Aaliyah, for your support of me. But it's really a family, the real estate family, from the lenders, the title companies, the realtors, home inspectors, all the inspectors, the appraisers. And if I'm missing anyone, forgive me. But there's so many people that encompass this amazing business. And I want to thank everyone who's been in my life for a long time, because they all mean a lot to me, and I enjoy working with every single one of them. And I feel that each transaction that I have, someone is better for it. Someone has learned something from it. And I love that. So if I can help someone have a better day, or maybe teach someone something that will benefit their life or their client's life, then I've done my job.
That was great.
Okay.
My last question is going to be, if you could leave our audience with a mantra that you live by, maybe to inspire them, what is that mantra that you like to live your life by?
Oh my goodness, my family would tell you I say one thing: stay the course.
Stay the course.
And the reason I say that is because, oh my gosh, all of us, every day there's twists and turns and things come up, and you've got a plan and you're looking down the road and you know what that is. Don't get off the plan. Stay the course. So I tell people that all the time. I tell myself that. We've got a settlement on this day. Okay, we're having some issues. We're staying the course. We're going to get there. We're going to figure it out. So it's kind of my thing. Stay the course.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
My pleasure. Thank you.